Yeah, talking sport is fun, and of course, that is why we are here to, of course, look at issues making the round as far as football is concerned across Africa. On that note, I welcome you to Nigeria Superfans Forum. My name is Oluwafemi Ashalu, and today on the show, some ex-internationals. I'm talking about Julius Agawa and former Super Eagles coach Cristiano are lamenting the delay in the appointment of a new technical advisor for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Of course, it's almost a month since the Super Eagles of Nigeria failed to pick a ticket to the Qatar 2022 World Cup that will be taking place in November. And of course, in Ghana, someone is saying and is boasting that the Black Stars can make it out of the group at the 2022 FIFA World Cup right there in Qatar. And of course, we'll be talking about the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. The coach, I'm talking about Landa Bozo, has finally picked 28 players that will be representing Nigeria in that Wafu Zombie Championship that will be taking place in Niamey, Niger Republic. And today we'll be looking at African players, what they will be doing this weekend. Remember that leagues across Europe is at its business end right now. And Kayode Gundare is around in the studio. Kayode, again, it's another time on the set. And charity, they say, begins at home. Let's look at the delay in the appointment of a new technical advisor for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The technical committee has, for some weeks now, recommended 4 names, of course, that we've mentioned time and time again on this show. But it's a month since that second leg against the Black Stars of Ghana. Exactly. Up to now, no news. Everyone is in limbo. Kayode.
You're speaking as if you just came down from Mars. That's the Nigerian, that's the current NFF way of doing things. They will wait until the last possible moment, probably 2-3 weeks to the first game of the qualifiers before they start rushing around to name just about anybody. Possibly, they have a manager they want to shove down the throat of Nigerians, but by keeping
that is why the intentional delay,
yes,
right?
By the time everybody keeps talking about time is going, they will just we don't have time again. Just they will not mention the name as if it's something that just occurred to them that very moment. It's a trick that's being used over and over again that is fooling nobody any longer, Femi. And for me, I think it's a sad development that we keep getting back to this same sport. Each time we think we are making progress, we go in circles and circles and come back to the same position. So sad.
Let me read a quote from Julius Agawa. He said, it is the opinion of everyone. We are all looking forward to the early preparation for the tournament. That is 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. So if we do not get ready on time, if we don't get somebody to handle the team in time, it can also affect the team during the preparation. So the earlier, the better. And of course, Chairman Cristiano is also saying that by now we should have a coach because the competition is coming. I remember that it will be kicking off next month, Kayode. He said it is so near now. I don't know what the problem is, but the people running our football should know what is happening. They have named other coaches in other teams, except the Super Eagles. I don't know what the delay is about. This is how we will not qualify for the AFCON again. That is the echo of 2015 and 2017. Kayode is raising the alarm. These people have been there, they've done that, and they know that by now we should have a manager in place, Kayode.
And I agree with those people. Although, on the flip side, you know that even if you have a coach now, he is not allowed, he won't be able to work with the players directly until a few days to the game. To the first game.
Yeah, but at least let's have someone on ground, contract signed, unveiled already. Exactly. His mind is prepared that, okay, this is a job at hand to do.
Exactly, that's what serious people would do.
So we are not serious, right?
I've not said so, you've just drawn the influence yourself. I've not said so. But for me, if you say so, I'm not going to argue with you. We just have to get better at this. We are not. Why do we like being the laughing stock of the whole world? You know, this guy, this team needs a manager. And what exactly is it? You've been banding the names of some candidates forever and ever. Yet, there's no contract signed, there's nobody who has agreed to come, even if it is in principle, that, okay, I'm going to come and sign the contract. Nothing of that sort. So, 2-3 days to the new month. Once we enter May, things will start happening at a frenetic pace. We now start running around looking for money. Or probably, maybe at the end of the day, their hands will be forced and they will ask Eguavon to step in again. I don't know.
Okay, Kyle, let's talk about the Wabu Zombie Championship. Ladambuzo has unveiled 28 players that will be representing the country in that tournament. Remember, the first game is against the Black Stars, this Black Satellite, not Black Star, Black Satellite of Ghana. And I'm sure you've seen the list, Kyle.
Yeah, I have. It's so
yeah, a particular player from Lithuania, Kyle. Any hope? What do you think about the list?
Oh my God. Honestly, Femi, this is my son.
And Mandu Abdulkarim Zito, the captain of the Black Satellite of Ghana, has been saying they are going to shock Nigeria again, just like their senior, their big brothers, the Black Stars, did.
At this point, I'm not going to see. Talk is cheap. We don't know what's going to go down on the day. But if preparations alone is anything to go by, then I think it is better we don't even go for this competition, because you have a manager who has a record of failure. One. Secondly, you have a team that is ill prepared. I have my reservations about this team.
But Kyle, it was just named how many weeks ago? The coaching crew for the Flying Eagles were named how many weeks ago?
It's not how many weeks, so it's like it's not more than 2 weeks now.
So should we now blame Ladambuzo for that, or the NFF?
That's what I'm saying, Femi. Now I think this is your new role of defending these people.
I'm just trying to create a level play field.
No,
so
what I'm trying to say is, now you have appointed a coach who has a record of failure. I still stand to be corrected. Let them come and tell us what Ladambuzo has done in the past 15 years to merit this.
It's an open record. Of course, it's an open record.
This is his fourth time with this team. The only time he has taken them was when he took them to the 2007 Under-20 World Cup in Chile. And then he wasn't even the one who qualified them for the competition.
For the tournament.
His former Lubi Stars coach. I can't remember his name now. I will remember shortly. That qualified them for the tournament. And he was asked to step aside. You took over. You took them to Chile, to Canada. And that was the team that had the Brown Ideye and what's his name? This goalkeeper in South Africa now, Dan Akpeyi. In that team. Now you took them to the quarterfinals. You lost to Chile. I think scores were 0-0 at full time. It was in the extra time that they lost 4-0. You know, a lot of things happened at that time. Now you came back again, and this is the fourth time of coming back. Yet there has not been a marked improvement in the fortunes of the team. Then you ask yourself, what qualified him for this job? One. Then two, a hastily assembled team is going to a competition where other serious teams have been preparing, because they knew that a day like this would come when the competition was going to hold. Now, this team, you went all the way to Lithuania. Femi, hello, Lithuania, to bring a Maradona. No. We are wiser than this. We know, see, there are some things we don't see on TV, but we know how these things are done. This list, Femi, when I was going through this list before we came on here, I was saying something about interests. I told you that I can already in this list, I can see interests.
Okay, so can we do without interest, Coyote?
Yes, we can. And I will tell you how. The first way is to de-emphasize winning at all cost. Under 17, under 20, even under 23 are developmental teams. They are expected to expose your teams to football at the higher level, on the global stage. Not that you must win at all costs. The moment we set our coaches the target of winning all competitions, then they also want to cut corners. That's one. Secondly, we have to be deliberate about those who we want to target with this kind of teams. Like I said on the last time we were on this program, Femi, I said the guy, the Adam Solubi, who plays in Lithuania, forget that Lithuania is in one corner of Eastern Europe, but the fact that he's in Europe means there's a level of exposure for him. Let him take it up from there. But there are players who are in all the crannies of Nigeria who needs this exposure more than him. They are the ones
who are even perhaps more even talented.
Much more talented. They are the ones that they should be given opportunity to go for these competitions. They are the ones that needs to be exposed, not the guys who are already established in Europe. Like I said, under 17, under 20, we should de-emphasize the use of foreign-based professionals. These are the ways we can cope this menace, because it is a menace. Femi, like I said, I've said this on this program before, that Nigeria, we have the record.
I've won under 17. We've won it more than any other country.
Translated it to under 20. Under 20 has not translated
to under 23.
So what are we saying? What's the gain of winning the under 17 a record 5 times? What have we benefited? Nothing, because the players, there's no transition. There's no transition.
They are not metamorphosing into.
No, they are not. That's what when FIFA started this competition, when the idea of this competition was first mooted in 1984, the idea was that, okay, you know what, bring players, expose them to international football as early as possible, let them play on under 17, that will produce players that will play the under 20, which had already been in place since 1979. That, okay, you know what, let's play under 20. That was the idea behind the under 17, that the first exposure that some players had was at the under 20 level. That, but you know what, if they had played under 17, it would be easier for them. And FIFA never had this in mind, that we must win at all costs. That's why it is an African thing, essentially West African. That's why. And
I think that mentality even transcends football.
That's the problem with Nigeria and Ghana. Between us, we won the most number of titles in this age grade competition, Nigeria and Ghana. But as it translated to trophy at the higher level, no. We should be doing better than we are doing, but we will not, because there's no pathway from the under 17 to the under 20 to the under 23.
Okay, so since you mentioned Ghana, Kaude, let's quickly cross border before we go on this very short break. Let's look at, of course, Jojo Wallacott is expressing optimism that the Black Stars can actually qualify from the group, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Remember, Ghana in the same group with Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea. Kaude.
Yeah, I said, why not? And you know why? I'm not trying to raise false.
Objectively, the Eagles of Nigeria, the quality of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah. And let me quickly say this.
Oh, sorry. Maybe let's quickly go on this break. When we return, we'll have time to talk about. Let's quickly go on this very brief break. Of course, I know our Ghanaian fans will be very interested in this conversation. Let's quickly go on this break. We'll be back to talk about what Jojo Wallacott said. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Super Fans Forum, of course, and it is where we talk about the exploit of African football stars. But at the moment, we are talking about the optimism raised by Jojo Wallacott that the Black Stars of Ghana can make it out of the group at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Kaude, Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea. You said before the break that Ghana can make it out of that group, and I said objectively with the way Ghana played the Super Eagles of Nigeria, of course, we knew that the Super Eagles did not play to their potentials. We knew that the players could have given more. Now, going to the world stage, you are playing against perhaps the best of the best, playing against the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Diogo Jota, and Bruno Fernandes, and the like of them. Then you go to Portugal. You think the Black Stars can make it out of that group?
In football, crazier things have happened. It depends on how you turn up on the day. What Ghana should try to do in their first game, and I'm happy that the first game is against Portugal.
Yeah.
Once they are done with that, they know that they have their destiny in their hands. They would attempt to do 2 things. The first is not to lose.
Against Portugal. Can they do that? That
yes,
is really difficult.
Very possible. Because, see, Femi, it is the first game. Every team always try to get going. And you don't get to see that until their second games. So, but if Ghana proposes in their mind that, you know, we don't want to lose this game, that's the first step. Then once they have been able to match Portugal toe-to-toe, which is possible, then they now say, you know what, we can as well go ahead and try to win this. But if you don't win, make sure you don't lose. If they're able to get a point against Portugal, the next game is against South Korea. Without disrespect to South Korea, they should be able to. If they cannot beat South Korea, then they should start coming back up. If they're in their first 2 games, they should have started 4 points from their first 2 games. Once they're able to do that, and then by the end of the second game, they know that if they have 4 points, Portugal will likely have like 4 or 6. 4 too.
Yeah.
Then the last game will now be against old rivals, Uruguay. And because they will be motivated to show that the last time out, Uruguay stole victory from Africa. They want to reclaim that victory from us. So they are extra motivated to go at it.
So some form of rivalry between Ghana and Uruguay. There's still a score to settle.
There is more than one score.
Okay, but something that that will pump our Ghanaian fans up is that there's a possibility of this veteran Atletico Bilbao player, Naki Williams. I've known Naki Williams all my life, playing for Atletico Bilbao, and his younger brother, as well as Eddie Nketiah of Arsenal. There is a possibility that they might play for Ghana at the World Cup. I remember that there is news that Callum Hudson-Odoi is close to maybe switching his nationality to the Black Stars of Ghana. Kayode, if all this play out in favor of Ghana, you think they really stand a chance to even go beyond maybe quarterfinals at the tournament?
I think Ghana should learn from the Nigeria as an example. It is why it is desirable to bring in players of Ghanaian descent from wherever they are, but we should be careful that in trying to integrate these players, you should not mess up what you already have in the team. There's team spirit. These are players who have known each other from under 17, from court league levels. They've known each other from under 17 days, under 20 days. So they are now together in the national team. When you bring in players, it does one thing. There is this feeling of complex. There's this inferiority complex that some of these players have against those you are proposing that they bring in. So there must be a way that the Ghanaians are able to marry these players. But if you ask me, because of these other players, what this new set of players that you are talking about can bring in is just high visibility, the profile that they bring to the team. Not that they had much in terms of value to the team. You can learn from the Nigeria example that when push comes to shove,
maybe they can contribute particularly in the attack, like in.
I said there's no other fast rule to this, but I would just wish that Ghana learn from the Nigerian example.
Okay, still sticking with Ghana, let's quickly go to week 27 fixtures in the Ghana Premier League. We have 11 Wonders against the Great Olympics. Wafa will be hosting Ashanti Kotoko. I remember that I don't know whether it's going to be the GFA or the Ghana Premier League that will be taking decision against that referee in that game against Ashanti Kotoko and Legon Cities. Then we have Arts of Folk will be hosting Dreams. Legon Cities now, of course, they will be hosting Elmina Sharks. RTU will be hosting Accra Lions. Beckham United will travel to face King Faisal. Yes, of course, Ashanti Gold will host Berecom Chelsea. And of course, Scarella will be hosting Bibiani Gold Stars. And the last game for the week, we have Edwana Stars hosting Medema. But Kayode, before we go into the fixtures for the week, there is a statement from Mohammed Mubaraks, a Ghanaian who plays his football in Qatar, and I think he has dual nationality, a Ghanaian Qatari footballer, and he's talking about the quality of the game, the pitch particularly in Ghana. And I'll quickly quote him. He said, "For the league to improve, we have been crying for this since day one. We need sponsors and quality players in the league. I'm sorry to say it, but the pitches are not good enough." He continued and he said, "For you to see a player's quality, you would need proper pitches. I think the government, GFA, that is the Ghana Football Association, and the football people can actually do better, and we know they can do better." Kayode.
He hasn't said anything different from what everybody has been saying, what everybody knows. That two things, Femi, if you want the quality of football to improve in Africa, two things. The first is the quality of, three things. The first is the quality of pitches. The second is the remunerations to the players. And the third is put the game on TV. Those are the three things. If you want football to improve.
So the Premier League doesn't do more than this?
Of course. What else? If you take care of the players, it will translate to the quality of football they will play. And the quality of football they will play will be determined by the quality of the pitch. Then if the game is on TV, then like last week in the Nigerian league, I saw one goal that I think if the game had been on TV, would have been like goal of the week. But because the games are not on TV, you can only see it if you're in the stadium, Femi. So that's why these games should be on TV. Those three things are very, very important. Put the games on TV, pay the players well, and get proper facilities.
Mohammed Mubaraks is even complaining. Nigerian Professional Football League is not even on TV, but at least the Ghana Premier League is on TV.
And see, like I said, quality games are being played every week in the Nigerian league. But because you don't get to see them on TV, you are left to believe whatever people who go to the stadium tell you. And how do I describe this goal for you, Femi? I don't know how to. I don't know how to describe it.
Because we do not even see it.
Yes, you have to see it yourself.
Okay, let's go to the fixtures again, Kayode. For you, which fixture stand out for the week? I think maybe Out of Folk will want to again, or rather Ashanti Kotoko, they want to redeem themselves. Back-to-back defeats now. Yeah, they travel to Wafa.
They want to do that. Out of Folk want to also get going. But I think the team that I have this special interest in, and I don't know why, I used to support Out of Folk, is Real Somali United.
I know.
Yeah, you will.
I know.
Because you know why? They're a big team, Femi. They're a big team from the northern part of Ghana, and they deserve to be rubbing shoulders with the big boys.
And I take Kodoko and the
yes. So the last 2 games they've gotten 4 points now. They beat Kotoko and got a 1-1 draw away. So if they get these 3 points now, that will be 7 out of 9 points. They are moving gradually up the top of the table. So for me, I think that will be good news for them, and for me too personally, that will be good news for me. I want to see, in fact, that's the first result I'm going to check, followed by the game at Kotoko. Then Accra Lions, I want to also see how they bounce back from the 3-0 home loss to Out of Folk last time.
Okay, what about Out of Folk, Kayode? They'll be hosting Dreams.
Yeah, I want them to win too.
You want them to win?
Yes,
but
that's the thing I said.
But in 2 minutes, quickly, for Africa, I think if we can't have 20 teams like in England, if we can't have maybe 14 teams like in Scotland, if you can have just 10 teams and you have good pitches, clubs that can give their players good salary, I think it should also be a condition.
Makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. We can even go the Belgium football way. We just segregate teams. There are teams who are in the Premier League, those who are in Division 1, although Division 1 A and B, they are still in the same levels, but you have to play. Your results will determine whether you are up or down at the end of the season. So for me, the best way, the most cost-effective way is to have the number of teams that we can properly and adequately take care of in the league. If it's 10, like you said, just have 10, have 12, make sure that these 12, you subject them to the stringent conditions possible. Make sure that you don't have a pitch of your own, you have to select this pitch. You don't have facilities, these are the facilities that we have available. That's how the PSL, the South African League started. They had designated pitches. If your pitch is not good enough, you pick one of the available pitches, you go and play there. That is it.
It's your problem. However you mobilize support, it's your problem.
It is your problem.
Okay, let's quickly run through the Nigerian Professional Football League for this week. We have Dakar United. Jakarta FC, rather, they will be hosting Plateau United. We have Enyimba, they will be hosting Gombe United. We have Troublemakers, Kano Pillars. Of course, they will be traveling to Niger to face the Niger Tornadoes. And Aqua United will be traveling to Katsina to face Katsina United. MFM right here in Lagos, of course, they will be hosting Enugu Rangers. And MFM, okay, of course, we've talked about MFM and Enugu Rangers. We have Lobby Stars, they will be hosting Nasarawa United. Wiki Tourist will be, of course, traveling to Ogun State to face Remo Stars. Quora United will be hosting the league leaders, the Rivers United.
How come you didn't talk about my team? Shooting Stars.
Shooting Stars.
In Akure to Sunshine Stars.
That's a Southwest derby.
And it is.
Permit me.
Yeah, it is the
Forgive
derby.
me. And of course, I need to say congratulations. You guys defeated Enyimba 2-0 last weekend in a Monday game.
I told you we were going to finish Enyimba.
Okay, let's quickly go to Europe now. The leagues across Europe, they're at the business end now. And we have a number of African stars who will be involved in relegation battle this weekend. And we can only wish them well. Let's start in England with Watford. They will be hosting Burnley, another team that is engulfed in relegation waters crisis. Burnley, we have a lot of African stars. Ismail Assar of Senegal. We know the quality. But of course, this season, Watford has been dismal. For you, you said they're going to go down. Emmanuel Dennis, William Troost-Ekong, Ogekare Etebo, and of course, Samuel Kalu. Lots of African stars there. It's going to be a fight to finish. Watford, Burnley.
Which finish again? It has finished.
Of course,
There's no finish.
I hope your team is not watching.
No,
But there's still a chance.
Watford.
Everybody thought Newcastle was going to go down, but Newcastle, they currently occupy ninth. They've been able to
They fought back, but they had time to fight back. Not this 3-4 minutes.
If Burnley now, if Watford win their remaining games, I think they can stay up.
If they win their remaining games, the other teams above them will now lose their remaining
It is just like, okay, so they just like Man City and Liverpool. Okay. Liverpool were not bothered about what Man City was doing, but they focus on their game. Then from 3-4 points, it's now 1 point. So I think Watford still have the chance of staying up. Well,
everybody does. It's a mathematical chance, but I prefer to be realistic. Realistically, Watford are down and out. That's me.
Okay, so in the other game, Southampton will be clashing with Crystal Palace. That will be, of course, Mohamed Salisu, who has refused to play for Ghana up to now, despite the whole country pleading with him. Then, of course, we have Jordan Ayew and Wilfred Zaha. So African players will be clashing in that place. For them, nothing is at stake. Just having fun for the rest of the season.
Exactly.
Tottenham, Leicester City, of course, a host of African players, of course. Yes. We have Dani Amate, we have our own Kelechi Iheanacho, and we have, of course, Ademola Lookman. Ndidi. They've said it is even possible that Ndidi might miss the first game for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. But again, nothing is at stake.
Yeah, nothing is at stake. I think we've gotten to the business end of the league, and those destinies have been decided already. Those who are going down already know. Even though Femi is trying to play those who are going down already know. Those who stay up knows. Those who are in it for the title, who are in it to win things, already they also know themselves. So for me, I think we should be winding down and looking forward to next season.
Everton, Chelsea. What's your take? You think Everton will go down as well?
I see. The thing about Everton is, if you're talking about Everton now, I want to see them fight. But you cannot.
What is the issue with Watford?
You cannot compare Everton and Watford. They are two different teams.
They are soldiers of the same struggle, all fighting against relegation.
One relegation fight is more realistic than the other.
Okay, in France, quickly as we run out of the studio, Strasbourg, of course, of course, Alexander Djiku will be facing Kylian Mbappe, Messi and Neymar. I would particularly love to see how he will perform in that game. It will give me an insight of what to expect from him at the World Cup. But PSG are already crowned champions.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that the competitive edge will not be in that game, so you probably might not be able to use that to judge. Because I'm not sure if those superstars will get to play, and if they play, they will take things easy. So for me, it's not a game to measure his ability. But do you need to measure his ability?
With Djiku? What? Just to see how he would perform against those superstars.
He has performed, he has earned his stripes all through the season. You don't need this particular game to see how he's going to do. But at the World Cup, it will be a totally different experience.
That is what I'm saying, Kayode. The way you'll be able to cage someone like Kylian Mbappe.
There's no competitive edge to this game. So that's why I will not look forward to it. But he has shown over time that, it will just be another game. Okay,
Lens versus Nantes. Of course, we have Ousmane Bakary. He scored against Bordeaux last weekend. Of course, our own Moses Simon also scored and got an assist. So for them, they're having a swell time. They have a French Cup final next month. So I think for them, it's going to be another time to have fun. And they're also looking at qualifying for maybe Europa League spot or Europa Conference League spot.
I hope they get to win the cup. Because, see, at the end of their career, these are the things that you look back on. And no matter how good
as a football player,
there's no title, no trophy on the cabinet. How do you tell your child that I used to play football?
Nothing to show for it. That would be sad then.
Very, very sad.
And that was, of course, the word of Ojo Gallo, so the young Super Eagles of Nigeria. I remember before the game against Ghana for the World Cup playoff, he said you would not know the effect of missing out at the 2022 World Cup until when you stop playing football. This is where we'll be the curtain on the show today. We can't appreciate you enough for your feedback and of course for letting us know where you are reaching out from across the world. Please don't forget to click on the like button, share our videos, and of course let us know how you feel. Remember that you also continue to let us know where you are reaching us from. Until we come your way again, I remain Oluwafemi Ashalu. I say have a swell time for yourselves. Bye for now.